Tara Tambe, Forest Friend, written by Anita Vacharajni, narrated by Ranjan Kamath.
Tara Tambe, Forest Friend. Tara's week-long Diwali vacations were about to start. She was very excited. Her friend Adil had been telling her about a new amusement park near Pune called Toon Terminal. There were amazing rides and games and people dressed up as cartoon characters. Tara had made up her mind that she'd spend at least 2 days at Toon Terminal, even if it meant screaming and throwing the world's deadliest tantrums. She smiled to herself. Deadly tantrums were her specialty. She was famous for them at home and in school. She was sure that she only had to unleash one of those on Baba and Ai, her parents, and they would all be off to Toon Terminal in no time. But for once, Tara's parents had different plans. Ai said, "No, Tara, I'm afraid we aren't going to another amusement park this year." But Ai, we just went to that park in Mumbai once, and it wasn't even very nice. Adil said Toon Terminal was much more fun, and it's just half an hour from Pune. Baba said, "No, Tara, this time we're going to a different place, a better one. I'm sorry, but your mother and I need a holiday as much as you do, and this is our idea of fun." Tara looked up at him suspiciously. This was the first time her parents had mentioned the word fun with themselves in mind. "Your idea of fun?" she asked sulkily. "Yes, Tara, and it's certainly not an amusement park," muttered Ai. Baba looked enthusiastic. He said, "Tara, before you were born, we once went to Bamhagar Forest Reserve. It's a beautiful, dense forest full of trees, animals, birds and flowers and plants." "We're going to spend 3 days in the middle of the forest," I interrupted him. "Isn't that exciting?" Tara was shocked. "No, it's not," she shouted. "A silly forest full of dumb animals is just boring." "Sorry, Tara," said Baba. "We've made up our minds and our bookings. Don't worry, you'll love it there." "No, I won't," Tara shouted. "I'll hate it. I'll have a horrible time and make sure you'll do too." Then Tara threw her deadliest tantrum ever. She yelled and she screamed and she hollered and she wept. Her parents were exhausted by it all, but they held on to their determination, sort of like you would hold on to a lifeboat if you were adrift at sea. Baba and Ai just shook their heads. Wiping the sweat that was dripping from their foreheads, they simply said, "No, Tara, this time it's definitely Bamhagar." Finally, Tara stomped off to her room in anger, nearly taking the door off its hinge when she slammed it shut. "Very well," she thought to herself. "I'll just make sure they never take me back to a stupid place like that again." On the second day of the vacations, Tara and her family left for Bamhagar. It was hard work getting Tara to pack and leave the house on time to catch the train. But Baba and I managed it somehow. They were exhausted by the time they got to the station. Once on the train, the two adults seemed to perk up, while Tara went deeper and deeper into her sulk. When they got off the train, a large van from the travel agency was waiting for them. Tara was in a foul temper. The others in the van smiled at the Tambes, and Baba and I smiled back. But Tara just scowled at everyone and everything. She sulked throughout the journey to Bamhagar, even as their little van trundled down the winding wooded road that led to the park gates. All the others were peering out intently and gasping at the beauty around them. On one side of the road were tall trees, and on the other was a beautiful valley. Baba and I kept pointing out small waterfalls, streams and birds to Tara. Tiny colorful flowers glowed in the sun, while bright green leaves shimmered and shook on.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?